Okay, Brent, could you tell me, son, the name and the year and the place that you first contracted Lyme?
I got a tick bite in June 2016. We found the tick in my shoulder blade in Brisbane, but I'm not sure if I picked it up in Brisbane or out at Gatton where I was working during the week. So I was in southeast Queensland.
And when and where did you get a diagnosis?
I didn't get diagnosed. I had a few hospitalisations, lots of strange symptoms. I wasn't clinically diagnosed until February 2018, and then I didn't get positive blood diagnostics until November 2018. So that was like 29 months post tick bite.
And where did you get them from?
My first positive was from the Rickettsial labs in Geelong, and then that tested positive there for what's called the OspC protein, and then subsequent tests at different labs have confirmed that, and that's been an ongoing. It's still an ongoing active infection despite 3 years of triple, quadruple antibiotics.
And what are your major ailments?
At the moment, central nervous system dysfunction, every symptom under the sun, and things come and go, and something will be with me for a few months and then it'll go. Sometimes it'll be GI stuff, other times it'll be pain, neuropathic pains. At the moment, I'm dealing with a lot of, there's a lot of psychiatric stuff as well. At the moment, it's mostly light and sound sensitivity and a lot of electricity rushing up and down my spine and in my head, and a lot of cranial pains through the bones of my face and my teeth and stuff like
that. Can you nominate the times that you've been actually refused treatment? These would be the hospital visits, I would suggest.
Are we talking as in infection treatment?
Or any type of treatment in the hospital system?
Well, basically, whenever I've gone to hospital, all they do is observations. They have it on record, on their records, that I have the Lyme on there, because I've got the diagnostics and they've got that on their records. And no matter what happens to my body, like last year, I had to have had a lot of cardiac issues and body acidity issues, kidney problems, and they at no time did they send me an infectious disease doctor. They sent me 3 mental health nurses and doctors and shrinks and whatever. No one's ever tested me. I don't think they're allowed to. And basically it's pretty much a waste of time going to hospital now, because they just kind of, if they don't gaslight you by ignoring your diagnostics, and I've had a number of doctors, head doctors, laugh at me because of the diagnostics I've got from labs. It's just insane. But of course, like, they never treat you for it. They're not allowed to test for it. It's just a crazy situation. I just want to make a point here. I'm quite coherent at the moment. Most of the time I'm very foggy, can't string sentences together. I'm in a period at the moment where I can, but that's not normal, really.
What's your present prognosis?
Well, I've been close to death a number of times, and due to lack of treatment, and without treatment, I just keep deteriorating. So it's only headed one way.
And what do you wish for all Lyme patients?
It's not to end up like this.
Yeah.
Not to be treated like the closest thing, the only way I can actually rationalise what's going on is to think that, you know, Lyme patients in Australia are denied access to care. Are we some sort of test subjects in some weird, twisted experiment? I don't understand it. The last time I was able to receive treatment for the infections, because Lyme and a number of other infections, was March 2021. That doctor was booed. I've lost 6 doctors since I was diagnosed. Some banned, some reprimanded, some sanctioned. Like it just, and so of course, when you take away the ability to fight the infection, these stealth infections, they thrive and they take the body down.
So do you think you're being treated fairly under the Charter of Australian Health Rights?
No.
No.
No, and nobody is. And that's going back to that question there about what do I hope for. I had 36 years of good health, and I count myself lucky with that, because there's an awful lot of kids every week there's another child in Australia, somewhere around Australia, who gets a tick bite, a round red rash, or sometimes no rash, and can't get help. And if you talk to Sharon Whiteman, who's the president of the Lyme Disease Association, she'll tell you that the most difficult thing for her in the last few years has been to say to parents who've contacted the association looking for help, I'm sorry, but I don't know any doctors who can help you and your child. You know, some of these kids, they're not even out of nappies, and they may never know what it is to be healthy, just for the sake of, you know, treating an infection. It's just no, I don't understand it. It's not Australian. It doesn't follow the Charter of Australian Healthcare Rights. It's just madness.
Okay, thanks.